I know it's been a while since I've been doing reviews on here, but quite recently I have seen a few that I really would like to share with you. One is one of those that I've already reviewed written-wise on a couple of different websites, if you will. And this one will strike a chord with some, and that is an understatement. It's not that well known, and in some ways I'm kind of glad it was released the way it was. I do not think it would have gotten released in America because of the content. It is that bizarre. It's a social commentary from modern culture, everything from how media violence affects those that are already emotionally and mentally unstable, and the bullying epidemic. On that note, here is my take on Found. It may look independent, and that's because it is. The cast is unknown. The story is based on a short story by an author, and the author of the short story also wrote the screenplay for the movie. Now, all I can tell you is, if you have a weak stomach, even if you like scary movies, bizarre material, and all that other stuff, this movie may still, all I can do is give you fair warning, because this movie is not for the squeamish. And that is also an understatement. It's mostly about this teenage boy named Marty, who happens to have a older brother with a homicidal streak. And you're not entirely sure what gave him, the older brother that is, this homicidal streak. But all we can assume is that it comes from both of their obsessive love of scary movies. But I don't know. I mean, obviously it's independently made, and I don't know. I've only been able to get through it once, and this is one of those, it combines three different genres: social commentary, coming of age, mixed together in the horror genre. And for those three criteria alone, this movie almost works. But there are some very, very bizarre scenes in this movie. Like I said, one last time, it is not for the squeamish. Excuse me. Doesn't mean it's not worth a look, but because of what this film covers, it also struck a chord with me, because I've had a problem with bullies for a very, very long time. It also covers a little bit of the bullying epidemic, and what can happen if adults continue turning a blind eye to it, or if you prefer the expression, a blind fool to it. Now, I don't know who I can recommend this movie to. Independent film fans, horror film fans, independent or otherwise, all I can tell you, like I said, I give you fair warning, this movie is not for the squeamish. And I cannot say that enough. Just trust me. If you have a weak stomach, you may want to skip this one. And that's all I can tell you at this current moment. Like I said, it covers those particular storylines, and to me, now, granted, the remake of Carrie, that covered the bullying epidemic very, very well. But this one, oh man, this one takes that to a whole other level as far as disturbing material. And I don't know if you guys can, oh, there it is. Let me see, if you guys can read that backwards. Marty loved horror movies until his life turned into one. And that pretty much sums up what this movie really is. But oh my gosh, this particular movie, the gory violence and all that, to me, was not the part that was the most disturbing. The most disturbing part to me was the way they covered the social commentary of our modern culture. That, to me, was more disturbing than the actual content. But that's just me. Some would take it this far, if they're pushed to this level, but, oh my gosh, I'm hoping those that watch this don't take it as a blueprint to take revenge of any kind. I know everyone has a breaking point, excuse me, and this movie, I'm not sure. I am honestly not sure. But once again, don't take my word for it. Just be very, very careful, and you may want to do some research on the content before even deciding to rent this. Because I guarantee you, it is not for the squeamish, and it is not for kids. Once again, trust me on that. Thank you.